Good morning. Well, that was a entertaining evening last night. First port of call, Bradford, Notts County. Couple of occasions. First one was to lay that draw second half. Favourite scores first, so you're going to get a marginal move upwards of those draw odds. You had a break between 53 and 69 in order to cash out. Laying the draw again late on, Bradford did score, but it was disallowed. This is absolutely crucial, this match. Well, 3 points, absolutely crucial, particularly for Notts County. Take 3 off Bradford, you're up to 72, within striking distance of the automatic promotion places. This is the key to success. You don't want the heartache of the playoffs. And in Europe, where you can always rely on the magnificent Man United to cock things up, even though they did qualify eventually, laying them at 1.09 and backing Lyon at 50s at half-time, 2-0. Tolisso and Tagliafico getting the 2 goals. And they were utterly dominant second half, Lyon. They did score 2 goals in the first half, so that 109 is far, far too short, particularly for a side as wobbly as Manchester United. As ever, lucky buggers going through in extra time. I think, what was it, pens? I'm not sure if it was pens or not. No, just like Harry Maguire getting the winner. Well, old Wurzel Gummidge turning up with the winner there. Lazio, another excellent call by myself last night. What did I say to you? Over 1.5 goals as late as you can. Over 1.5 goals. Lazio must make it 2-0 in order for this to progress to extra time. 93rd minute, Noslin, stick him in your Christmas card list. Poor old Mo from The Simpsons wasn't very happy with that. So that was an excellent call as well. Delighted, really. Nice and simple. We could have got all over this Fiorentina match as well. I didn't bother with Chelsea because of the aggregate score. Don't forget the aggregate. You don't need to win on the day. That's why these odds are ridiculously short. I did mention that. Djurgården as well. We were looking for the Djurgården winner. Could have laid the draw there. Had a couple of angles. You could have laid the draw twice. Laying the draw at half time because of the red card. And waiting for Djurgården to score the next goal. If they do, they're going to doubly impact the draw odds because of that red card. And you're going to come out with a very nice profit. That single goal brought this to extra time. And it opened the door up for Djurgården to actually get through this Conference League. It could be a big deal for such a small club from Sweden. So an excellent, excellent day yesterday. I didn't venture into the tennis, but let's have a retrospective look at the tennis. It's a good way to practice your trading. Just retrospectively look. First port to call the odds. First set winner. Just the basic trading. Davidovich, Fokina and Rublev. Well, I was expecting Davidovich Fokina to win a set. I didn't expect him to win 2. Rublev is one of those players. He's a fiery temper. Ginger man. Fiery. He can. The wheels can fall off on occasion with Rublev. Alcaraz as easy as you like. And Fernley Whittingstall, too busy cooking up a rabbit's testicles, I suppose, to be troubled by Hitler haircut de Menor. And in Germany, David Goffin. Well, an excellent result for him against the run of the odds. He's not German, he's Belgian. And these South Americans on clay should be pretty decent players. Didn't get anything from Dodura Palermo, a German. 549th in the world rankings. I still would have laid Bergs if the odds were short enough after that first set win. But obviously the ranking differential there for all to see. 10 times the difference. Looking on to today. Normally my day off. It's Easter, isn't it, in the UK? I'm not a religious man, Mr. Faulty, so I think it's Easter. That's why we've got all of this football. So probably going to be up and about. Well, it's not going to be a late kickoff for me. It's going to be 3+7 10 p.m. this evening. It's very doable for me. So I look forward to seeing you, at least for the early kickoffs, maybe not for the late ones. It is my day off. Let's have a quick walk through. If we can make it as successful as last night, it will be superb. Linz against Tyrol. Well, these are just watching brief. Watch out for goals in the Danish First Division. You saw it yesterday, that 3-2 or something, or 5-4 with Esbjerg. No, I've forgotten the name, begins with O. Osters, I think. English Championship. It is all about the standings. That's the only focus, and that's what the focus of the research is on. It's just taking you through the teams who have the best chances or are still involved hugely. So how many matches do we have left? Well, let's have a quick look at Soccer 24. Soccer stats, sorry. We need to know the amount of matches left in order to do some Carol Vorderman maths. Make sure we're with teams with need and we ignore dead rubbers. Right, just have to pick on one match because they're all equal on 42. So how many matches remain? Go down to the bottom here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So a possible 12 points is remaining. So all to play for these top three. Don't forget, Sheffield United's eye is on automatic promotion. This is a big deal. Can Leeds be caught? Well, Sunderland 76. Add 12 makes 88. 53 goal difference. I don't think 4 consecutive wins for Sunderland. They'll need to have 4 consecutive defeats for Leeds. So Leeds are guaranteed a promotion playoff place. I think the researchers agreed with that as well. Leeds sit atop. They're level on points with Burnley. Leeds' goal is automatic promotion. So it's not done yet, is it? Sunderland can't get them. They're a guaranteed top 3. Leeds. They're not guaranteed automatic promotion. So they've got a little bit of work to be done. Similar story, Burnley. Sheffield United had to end its woeful run of 3 consecutive defeats. It's putting their whole season at risk. They are guaranteed a playoff place, Sheffield United, but surely the aim with 12 points available is automatic promotion for them. Sunderland are guaranteed a playoff place. You go to West Brom, add 12 to that, you can't catch Sunderland. But Bristol City and Coventry are there to be caught along, well, West Brom, Middlesbrough, Millwall, all having a say. Look at this run of results for the Lions. 4 wins in 5 matches, zooming into the near playoffs from, take 12 away from 60, all the way back down here. Wow, what a run of results for Millwall. Outsiders for a playoff place. Little bit of a wobble from Coventry, but they have been playing some of the big boys. West Brom, 3 consecutive defeats after that ended with that win. It's brewing up nicely. And at the bottom, 12 points. So 40 plus 12, 52. So arguably all of this lot are involved in the relegation zone. Starting to pick up wins, Plymouth. Must keep that pattern going, while particularly 23rd and 22nd are drawing a whole heap. 3 consecutive wins for Derby has now hit a loss, draw. They are just clinging to life. Hull are in trouble. Portsmouth can be caught. Stoke are not out of the woods. Oxford United arguably not out of the woods either. Preston North End only 7 points away from the relegation zone. Even QPR on 50, 8 points away from the relegation zone, but broken into that 50-point barrier, likely to be good enough. Plenty going on in the Championship this afternoon for you guys. English League One, against a similar story. Who needs what? Motivation, motivation, motivation. 40. So some of these are on 42, 41, but we must confirm the number of matches left. 4 matches remain for those on 42. 6 matches remain for Brum. The important difference is between 81 and 95. That's 14 points. They've got 2 extra games to play and 12 points available for Wycombe. Cannot be caught. Birmingham are, as you can tell, with that already up. So all their matches from now on are dead rubbers, bar any need for their opponents. 1.3 against Crawley. You're having a laugh. Crawley must win. Up to 39. Don't forget 40 plus is the key to success. Must win territory for Crawley. Birmingham might take their eye off the ball this afternoon, but they are at home. In front of home support, they will be buoyant. Wrexham on 82. Have to think about Wycombe on 81 for that automatic promotion spot. So they've still got a lot of work to do. Wycombe must keep the pressure up against Wrexham. Stockport, 5 points away from Wrexham. Still doable, particularly with 4 consecutive wins. Charlton, 3 wins and a draw. They all delivering, aren't they? The top 5, all those W's, making this an intriguing affair. There's a big drop to Reading, 69. Looks to be the only available place. Mathematically, Charlton can be caught by Leyton Orient if Charlton lose every single match. Leyton Orient win every single match. Looks like Charlton are relatively safe. It's Reading's place that's under jeopardy from all of those on the 60-point barrier at the moment. And looking at the bottom, 30 for the Shrews, 12 points to get out of relegation. It's not going to happen, is it? So they're down, although not mathematically so. Cambridge United, 7 points away to the relegation zone, 12 available. It's doable. This is not. Particularly after today, they don't get a win. They're done. Crawley must win. Take them to 39. 42 is your angle out. Bristol Rovers with a win. 5 consecutive defeats. Could be even more. All we'll be seeing there is 5. Must win today as well. They are in a whole heap of bother, Bristol Rovers. Burton Albion putting together wins and losses in turn. That's enough to keep them out of the relegation zone at the moment. Anything within 12 points of this lot. So we're looking all the way up here, possible relegation fodder, but we're talking 50 plus points seems to be safe. So it's all brewing up very nicely, isn't it? Should be plenty of potential for us to do some trading this afternoon, or this evening for me. This is as good as yesterday. Wow, we're in for a treat. Port Vale, again, just make sure all of these leagues are uniform. They're all on the same number of matches. So we're looking at League 2. So we've got Bradford on 43, Walsall on 42. 42, 1, 2, 3, 4 matches remain. So for Bradford, they've played a game more. So they're going to be a little cautious with Doncaster ready, and even Wimbledon ready to get that automatic promotion spot. None of these automatic promotion teams are up yet, because Doncaster are keeping them honest. Wimbledon, Notts County, as I say, within striking distance. It's getting very interesting once you get to the bottom 2 places. Bottom 3, still within grasp of the 60-plus crew, all the way down there. Salford, Chesterfield, Colchester. Colchester, the form side coming into this draw, and 2 wins. But can they leapfrog Grimsby with a win today? Notts County and Bradford have played a game more, so do factor that in. They're going to be feeling a little bit more pressurised. And at the bottom, Bring Me Sunshine. Well, with 3 points to go to 39, Morecambe. They can still get out of this relegation zone, but they must break the 40-point barrier, both Morecambe and Carlisle today. None of Accrington, Tranmere, Harrogate et al. Will be caught. There won't be any change at the bottom. There'll only be, depending on it, if any Carlisle or Morecambe win, just be a change in league position. But they are going to remain bottom 2 with 12 points remaining. So an excellent afternoon's football. Rennes and Nantes league position as well. Rennes. Bonjour, Rodders. Where are you? Mid-table mediocrity for Rennes. And they're playing Nantes. mid-table mediocrity of them, but a bit too near the relegation zone, Nantes. So they're going to have to, and indeed Rennes, only some 7 points above the relegation zone. Have to be a little cautious, these two. It's not a match which greatly appeals on paper. French Ligue 2, again, just get to know in these lower tiers who needs what. How many matches are remaining as well in French Ligue 2? 4 matches remain in French Ligue 2. 4 matches, 12 points available. So Lorient can 51 to 64. Lorient, Paris FC, and Metz. Lorient guaranteed a top 3 berth. Simple as that. Dunkirk would have been in a wonderful position had they not had 4 defeats in 5 matches. Dunkirk and Guingamp can still put an assault on Metz, but Guingamp are running out of points. 12 points to Metz. Only Dunkirk can really mess with the top 3. But the 60s are all squabbling for automatic promotion, so it's got to equal or better your fellow top 3 teams this afternoon. For the playoff places, plenty of teams involved. I would look for 40 upwards there, and at the bottom, Seine add 12 points to that. They're down. Martigues add 12 points, takes them to 40. They can still survive. Clermont can still survive as well. But there's a comfortable enough 6-point gap to newly promoted Red Star, which might be enough. And you can see the stark contrast with the top here. W's, L's and D's for the bottom 3. Some of these, one of these 3 has to break out, get a W, and an assault at getting out. They won't get out to the bottom 3 with the win today, but they'll break that important 30-point barrier. So Red Star, Estactoire, Rodez can breathe safely, but there's only 4 matches remaining for them to do stuff. Irish Premier Division, Irish First Division, it's starting to warm up nicely, but looking like a tough market. 2.5, 2.55, 2.45 the favourite in the Premier Division. First Division, it's okay. Dundalk and Bray, the odds-on favourites there. So you can see it's an excellent coupon this afternoon. Malmö were out in the Swedish Allsvenskan as well. Well worth following early in the season. Galatasaray out and about against Bodrum. And we can check their need for points as well. La Liga 2, 2.45 and 2.2 the favourite. Let's have a look. So click on the individual teams, I think, will give us a clearer indicator of where these teams and what they need. Mirandes are bang in contention for everything. Must break the 60-point barrier, must end a run of no win in 3, because that could cost them dearly. With Almeria, Granada, they're their nearest rivals for the promotion playoff places. Sporting Gijón are only 5 points above the relegation zone. They won't be caught today, but they could do their world of good. With 3 points, take them to 47. And with 57, it's just an outside chance of a top 6 berth for them. So research is really redundant at this stage of the season. It's all about need for points. Castellón and Almeria. Almeria are banging contention for a promotion playoff place. So expect them to be ultra competitive today. Castellón are only 4 points above the relegation zone. So expect them to try to end that pitiful run of draws. That could be costing them big. I'm going to be up and about from 3 p.m. for you. Have a great Easter. Members of footballtradingprofits.com. It's my day off today, but I look forward to seeing you a bit later. And if you want a breakdown of who needs what, I've done all of the detail for members of footballtradingprofits.com in the research. Have a great Friday. It looks a very busy, very competitive one. We have to get our mathematics head on. That's why I've given the beautiful Rachel Riley a call, see if she can help me out this afternoon from Countdown. And fingers crossed, she can arrive by 3 p.m. Have a great day. I look forward to seeing members a little bit later on. If we can be as solid as we were last night, then life is going to be good. Very well read last night.